So loops are the most magical thing in programming. Think of it as a worker who can do any work countless number of times without getting tired. So what is a loop? It's a control structure that actually allows you to repeat a block of code multiple number of times. You can iterate over a list, you can iterate over tuple or anything. You can just create a loop by itself and instruct that you have to execute this particular piece of code n number of times. That's it. So how does a loop work? So the loop is first initialized, the variable is now assigned, then the code execution starts, followed by the iteration and the condition is checked. I'll show you in a while. Let's say we have a fruits array and in that we have apple, banana, cherry and orange. To iterate over each and every item, what we can do is for fruit in fruits, print I love, and in curly braces we are writing fruit to extract the variable. Let's just copy this program and I'll teach you how this thing is working. Let's open WebStorm and create a new file for loops Python file. Let's add it. So as you can see, we have initialized a fruits array and here let's break it down for you. So I'll just add a debugger point here as well, debug for loops. And now as you can see, I am currently on this line. So once I move over it, now you can see the fruits variable, the fruits list got initialized with apple, banana, cherry and orange. Fair. So on index 0, we are having apple, index 1, banana, 2, cherry and 3 orange. So how we can print all these things? So what we'll do for fruit in fruits. So fruits is this list. Fruit is our variable that we are using for initializing this loop. So it will start from index 0, which means apple. So once I click next, what I can see the console is I love apple because we are extracting the value of fruit here. So automatically it will keep on executing till we reach the end of the list. So once I click next, now it will print I love banana. Now it will print I love cherry. And similarly, now it will print I love orange. That's it. By doing a simple for fruit in fruits, we are now able to print the entire elements of that list. Got it? So once all the elements are scanned, it will just end the program. So since no line is there to execute anymore, that's it. So we break out of the loop. So how does a loop work? Let's see it in a Excalidraw as well. So I'll just paste this thing and we are having this apple, banana, cherry and orange. So how to remember the syntax? I'll teach you that. Just think of it like it's stored in memory like this. Okay. And now we have initialized fruits equal to this thing. Okay, fair. Now we are saying I can replace this fruit with anything because fruit is a variable. For I in fruits, okay, I can say print I. So what this thing will do? It will directly just print apple, banana, cherry, orange. Let me show you this in action. What if I say for I in fruits, print I directly? I'll just print without any message, print I. Okay. And let's just debug this. Now what will happen? It will only print the fruit name. Apple, banana, cherry and orange, as you can see. So debugger help us in just checking what the program is actually doing in real time. So once I passed this, so I is now initialized as apple. Without even printing onto the console, I already know the I is having this value, right? So once I click next, apple is getting printed. Similarly, banana, cherry and orange. So this is how for loops work. And now let's see a few functions in for loop as well. So the next thing is if we want to loop into a particular range, let's run over this example. So what I'm telling here is for number in range. Range is the keyword that we can use in a for loop and it's specifying print numbers from 1 to 5. So this number is exclusive. It means n minus 1. Whatever number you are writing, that is n minus, that is n and it will just run through n minus 1. It will start from this number, the first number and it will execute till n minus 1. So how this thing is working? Let's run it. So once I'm here, okay, so let's head over to console. So first count 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and then 5. And once we have reached this condition, this loop will automatically exit. So once I click next, it will exit. So 1 to 5 got printed. Easy, right? Else we need to write print 1, print 2, print 3, print 4. Rather than doing that, we just specified a range, executed the loop. That's it. And let's now move to the next thing, calculating sum of numbers. This is an interesting example. Let's say we want to calculate sum of first 10 numbers. How can we do that? The one way is to write each number by myself and then keep on doing that till the numbers that I'm saying. Let's say first 10 numbers. But what if we want first 100 numbers, first 1000 numbers, or first 10,000 numbers? Is it even humanly possible to calculate 1, 2, 3 till 10,000? Not right. But how we can do this is we have initialized total as 0. Okay. And now we are writing a very simple loop and we are saying for num in range 1 and 11. Why 11? Because we are writing till n and the loop will execute till n minus 1. So starting from 1 till 11, we are just incrementing this total. I'll show you using a debugger how this thing is working. Let's debug. So initially the num was initialized as 1. So we made this total. Total is this variable. Total is equal to total plus num. So first the total was 0. Now this is 0 plus 1. Once we hover over this, you can see total got updated to 1, right? Also, I'll showcase you this console. And now the loop is now executed. So total is now 1 only because we have updated it, right? So now this will be 1 plus 2. Now the total will be 3. And now when the total is 3, we'll do 3 plus the num. Now the total is 6. This will calculate. Once I click resume program and as I have removed the debugger, I'll just click this button and it has totaled the entire thing till 55. And what if I want to have the sum of first 100 numbers? I can just say 101 and just rerun this program, stop and rerun, and it has automatically calculated 5050. See, we are not doing all these things manually. It's just getting done using a loop. And similarly, first 1000 numbers, just run this. And we got the answer, 500500. So this is how the loops are actually used. The same structure is being used time and again for the variable in range, and in range you have to write starting number and the ending number plus 1. That's it. And now let's move on to why do loops matter? Because for automation, we want something that is continuously running. We don't want to code everything by ourselves. We want something, some control that is running automatically. So let me give you a very real life example. If you are doing the same things time and again, you wake up, you eat breakfast, you eat lunch, you eat dinner, you sleep, right? You're doing all these things time and again in the same fashion. You're not doing dinner followed by lunch followed by breakfast, or dinner followed by breakfast and then lunch. You have defined a procedure, you have defined an algorithm, and you are repeating that algorithm time and again. And what if I say after 10 years, will you do the dinner in morning? That's not correct, right? That's why the loops come into the play. If you have a code that you want to repeat time and again, then you are using loop. So the key points to remember are that it's perfect for sequences. It automatically updates the variable. We have range for numbers. Also, the indentation is very crucial because let's say we want to have a few loops. I'll show you two loops together now. For I in range 0, 10. Okay, so this loop will execute 10 times, 0 to 9, right? And now I'm saying for j in range 0, let's say 3, 0, 3. And now print I multiplied by j. Okay, so let's try to run this. So first this loop will execute this outer loop, okay, and then once it enters the inner loop, only when this inner loop execution is over, then it will pass to the outer loop. Let's execute debug. So currently I is 0 and we have entered inside this loop, okay, and now the j will also be 0. Okay, so now if I'm printing I into j, so what will get? 0, right? And now again, so this will execute till 0, 1 and 2, right? So now the j will be 2 but I will be 0. So again application will result into 0. Then now again j is 2 and now again it will result into 0. But since we have completed this loop will now end and we'll move again to this outer loop. So we have moved to this outer loop, and now this variable will increment. It changed to 1. See, and now again this loop will start from 0 only. So once I click this 0, 1, and now we are seeing, so see, j is now 2, I is 1. So 1 multiplied by 2, that is 2. Then similarly 3. So I is 2, j is 1, multiplication 2. And then 2 to the 4. And now this loop will exit, and now we moved on to this outer loop. So similarly, this thing will be done time and again. And if I remove the breakpoint and just click resume, so these are the basic for loop programs. If you haven't got the clarity yet, just watch this video again inside a loop and you'll get to know all your answers.